Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I'll finally be happy once I reach that goal? Once I get that job, once I make that money, once I find that relationship, once I move to that place. It's such a common trap. We believe that happiness and well-being lie at the finish line. But the truth is, your happiness isn't hiding in some future destination. Your well-being doesn't switch on only once you've achieved what you want. In fact, the real magic of life lies in learning to see your goals as the adventures they're meant to be, rather than the conditions for your joy. Let's start here. Why do you even have goals? Why do you desire certain experiences? If you really think about it, you'll realize that the point of a goal isn't just the outcome, it's the adventure. It's the quest you get to go on. Imagine life as a huge infinite game, and the point of the game isn't to get to the end, the point is to get maximum enjoyment out of playing the game. And so you, as the player, pick a mission, and that mission gives you purpose, it gives you a sense of excitement and direction. Without it, you just wander around aimlessly, probably feeling restless or bored. But when you have a goal, it gives the game structure and meaning. It's like saying, okay, this is the experience I want to have right now. This is the chapter I want to write next. It gives you something to look forward to, something to explore. But here's the problem. Most people approach goals the wrong way. They believe they're not allowed to feel good until they get to the end. They put their happiness on hold and think, well, until I achieve this thing, I'm stuck with waiting or suffering or making do. And that's a lie. It's a trap. It's a fallacy. Let's break down why it's a fallacy. It goes something like this. If I don't have what I want yet, then I'm missing something. If I'm missing something, I can't be fully happy. Therefore, happiness will only come once I finally achieve what I want. But that entire thought process is flawed. Happiness doesn't come from the object itself. It comes from the knowing that you get to have what you want. Think about it. The real pain isn't from not having the thing yet. The pain comes from the fear that maybe you'll never have it. That fear is what creates anxiety and doubt and impatience. But the moment you shift into the knowing that you do get to have it, that it's already yours, that life is already taking care of you, that fear dissolves. And when the fear dissolves, what's left? Excitement, adventure, loving the journey, loving life. Here's what most people don't realize. You can give yourself that guarantee that you get to have what you want right now. Why? Because you're the one writing the story. You're the one determining how this is going to go. And so if you want it to be a story that goes well and where everything always works in your favor, then you absolutely can choose that. You're not at the mercy of whatever you happen to be seeing out there. All of it is transforming and forming itself based on what you're choosing. And so if you're tired of the unwanted story, all you need to do is drop it and move into the story that you do want to be living. Your desires are not random, they're placed in you for a reason. They're part of the adventure that your higher self, your deeper, wiser level of being wants to experience. And because they come from that higher place, they come with a built-in guarantee. But you are the operant power. You are the one deciding what to buy into. And you absolutely have the option of buying into, woe is me, things never work out for me. But you also absolutely have the option of buying into, I get to live the most amazingly wonderful life imaginable. It's completely up to you. There really is nothing out there forcing either of these two options on you. It really is all simply dependent on which one you are convinced is true. So if you allow yourself to choose your preferred option, and you allow yourself to know that you absolutely do get to have what you want, then the pressure falls away. You no longer feel like you need to chase the goal as if your survival depends on it. Instead, you allow yourself to fully enjoy the process of walking towards it. The twists, the turns, the surprises, all of it becomes part of the fun. And this is where life transforms from a struggle into an adventure. So let's make this practical. Right now, Ask yourself, do you feel like you're waiting for life to start? Do you believe you have to struggle until you make it? Or do you know that your well-being is already here, already guaranteed? Because the difference between these two mindsets, it's like night and day. When you think you're waiting for happiness, every day feels like deprivation. You tell yourself, I just have to put up with this for now. I'll feel good once I finally get there. But when you know that you already get to have well-being, that you don't need to get somewhere or achieve something before you can have it, then today becomes full of joy and fun and happiness. You start to see your daily actions not as chores, not as something that you have to do to make your desired outcome happen, but as lovely, enjoyable steps on your quest. You stop tolerating drudgery and you start aligning with the path that actually excites you. Take your work, for example. Maybe you want to build a successful business or land a dream job or grow into financial abundance. That's your aim. But the aim isn't there to hold your well-being hostage. It's not saying you're only allowed to feel good once you reach me. No, the aim is there to give you a direction to walk in, to give you a reason to grow, to expand, to express yourself. And your well-being isn't something you need to wait for. It's not something you can only have once you reach a certain point. It's yours now. The point of the goal isn't so you have to go through this period of deprivation until you can finally be okay. The point of the goal is so that you can feel the unfolding, so that you can enjoy the thrill of making your way along this quest. Every step forward will feel meaningful and fulfilling if you allow yourself to see it that way. Progress itself, that feeling that you're getting to do what excites you and feeling yourself getting better and better at it, that is such a deeply satisfying feeling. It's what makes you feel alive. But you can only get to experience that if you know for sure that you're going to get the outcome that you want, while also immersing yourself fully in every step along the way that is leading to the outcome. Now, what about the negative feelings, the stress, the doubt, the restlessness? Now, those feelings, they don't actually come from the fact that you haven't achieved your goal yet. They come from believing that maybe you can't achieve it, from thinking you're somehow blocked or limited or cut off from your desires. But remember, you can give yourself the guarantee that you get to have what you want right now. You don't need to wait for something out there to validate it and confirm to you that you can have it, because you're the one creating it anyway. You're the one pressing the button and saying, bring me this. And so the moment you shift into knowing that what you want is possible and inevitable, those negative feelings disappear. You no longer need to chase guarantees because you already have them. And once you rest in that security, life feels playful and fun and light and exciting. And you can just relax and enjoy playing because you know that everything is already laid out and taken care of. So you can just completely let go and dive into the adventure and have the time of your life. So this is where the whole thing turns around. When you stop waiting and you start embracing this life as an adventure that you're choosing to have, everything becomes so much lighter. Suddenly daily life feels fun. Even the small steps feel exciting because you know they're part of something bigger. You're no longer wasting time on paths that don't matter to you. You let yourself walk fully on the quest you actually want to be on. And this isn't about forcing yourself to be positive or pretending everything is perfect. It's about realizing that the adventure itself is the prize. You don't need to deprive yourself of joy until you get to the end. You get to feel it now. Let's bring this even closer to home. How do you live this way in your everyday life? I'll give you some steps that you can start practicing right now. First of all, stop waiting. Don't postpone your joy. Whatever your goal is, allow yourself to feel fulfilled today by recognizing that you're already in the unfolding of that goal. Secondly, see every step as part of the quest, whether it's learning a skill, making a call, writing a page for your book, or practicing something. These aren't things you're doing to make the outcome happen. They're part of the unfolding of the outcome. They're part of that outcome manifesting itself into physical fact. Number 3, Drop what is not on your path. Pay attention to what feels draining and meaningless, and if you notice that it feels that way, stop doing it. Choose something else. If it's not aligned with the quest that you want to be on, start letting it go. Number 4, trust the source. Remind yourself daily, I have the power of infinity on my side, and therefore I am always provided for. I always get to have what I want because I have my higher self with me and guiding me and orchestrating things for me at all times. And number 5, enjoy the journey. Instead of thinking that your life can only begin once you reach your goal, let it sink in that this is your life. You're living it now. Don't postpone it until you get to some end point that you've set for yourself. Think of your life as a story. Imagine you're reading a novel about yourself. Would you want the main character to just skip straight to the end? Of course not. The richness comes from the journey, the twists, the lessons, the unexpected surprises. Your goals are simply the plot points. They give direction and meaning to the story, but the real beauty is in the unfolding. And when you trust that your desired ending is always guaranteed, you can relax and enjoy the chapters as they come. So let me ask you, are you ready to step fully onto your path? Are you ready to let go of the waiting, the deprivation, the idea that life will only be good someday? Because the truth is, the adventure has already begun. You're already walking it. And the moment you stop resisting, the moment you drop everything that doesn't belong to your quest, life becomes magical. This is where things start to feel really exciting. This is where you begin to experience the beauty and magnificence and wonder that's been waiting for you all along. So here's the takeaway. Your goals are not there to withhold happiness from you until you reach the end. They're there to create a sense of adventure, to give you something to aim for, to make life meaningful. So you don't have to wait to feel good. Your well-being is guaranteed right now. And when you know that, you can just let yourself enjoy the journey fully and completely. So walk your path, live your adventure, trust in the infinite power that is right there with you, and let yourself live life fully, because that's what you came here for. That is it from me for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.